What's going on, everybody? Top 10 Pokemon here. Today we will be reviewing my Team Rocket collection of Pokemon cards. This is going to mainly feature my PSA graded cards. I have a complete mint PSA graded Holo set that I'll be going over. We're going to appreciate the artwork, go over the cost per each card, the population of each card, and just really take our time and admire this beautiful set. Let's start off by taking a look at this first edition Team Rocket booster box I got. I don't know, I got this a couple months back. Got a good deal on it. These booster boxes have been fluctuating. They were reaching a level of about $20,000 at their height in the past couple months. And they've since bumped down a couple thousand since the market correction we've been seeing. So yeah, I got a hold of this one right here. Let's put this aside. So before we get into the graded cards, let's take a look at the theme decks here. You know from my previous videos, I love collecting theme decks. Here is a Trouble theme deck. This one had a holographic Dark Arbok. All the cards that come in here were unlimited. These are just very cool. I love the dark everything about this set. It's so cool. The booster box, the booster packs, the theme decks, and of course the cards. It's all very, very cool, very unique set. You can get these theme decks still nowadays sealed for between $80 and $100, so it's still very, very inexpensive to get your hands on some sealed WotC product. But yeah, there's the Trouble theme deck, and then the Devastation theme deck featuring Giovanni's smug face on there. So yeah, in this one I believe you get the always popular Dark Wheezing Holo, everybody's favorite in this theme deck. But yeah, you can get both these decks if you're patient. $80 or less a piece. They're still very, very inexpensive, but a must-have for a Team Rocket collection. All right, first up, we got Dark Alakazam. This is a PSA 10 first edition. Beautiful artwork. I love the ray of light coming down, the holo shimmering through. Very, very awesome card. This card has a PSA 10 population of 225 copies. And the last sale I've seen for this card went for about $875. Now, these sale costs and these sale prices I'll be going over can fluctuate pretty wildly, especially nowadays. There might be sales that are lower, might be some that go for higher, but this is the most recent ones that I've found. So we're going to go off of that. Yeah, about $875 is the value of this card in a PSA 10, and it's definitely an awesome, awesome version of Alakazam. Up next, we got a PSA 10 Dark Arbok. This is the first edition. These are all going to be first editions. The population of Dark Arbok in PSA 10 is 204. And the last sale price I've seen this card go for was around $500. And yeah, I love this card. I think I bought this, I first bought this at a PSA 9, and then a PSA 10 came around, and I, of course, sold my PSA 9 and just kept this beauty. Yeah, when I first started getting back into the hobby, this was the set that I first started collecting, was Team Rocket, because the cards back then were very inexpensive. This here is a Dark Blastoise. I do not have this in a 10. This is a PSA 9, as you can see. Beautiful card. Beautiful. I wonder what makes this a 9. Probably, yeah, there's a nick right there. The upper, if I recall, all my 9s have like a nick in the upper right-hand corner. I don't know why, but the holo looks great on it. The PSA 10 version of this has about 171 copies, and the last auction I've seen this go for was $4,650 for a PSA 10. So someday maybe I'll pick up a PSA 10 and sell this bad boy. We'll see. All right, up next we got the big boy here, Dark Charizard in PSA 9 condition. I just wish the holo was a little more vibrant for this card. It's almost really hard to tell between this and the non-holo version. It's still a very iconic card here. I believe there's, yeah, like right there, little upper right-hand corner for some reason in these cards is weak. PSA 10s of this card. There are 440 PSA 10 copies, and the last sale I've seen go through for this card was about $4,750, but they've been ranging between that and the $5,000 range. This card in PSA 10 actually dropped considerably in the past couple months. It was about $10,000, now down to about half that price. So maybe someday here soon we'll see it climb back up to greatness. But for right now, There it is, Dark Charizard, first edition. Here we have one of my favorites in this set, the Dark Dragonite. This one's a PSA 9. The PSA 10s, I believe there are 171 copies. And the last sale for a PSA 10 I seen go through was $3,282. This one has a couple different variations. There is the, of course, unlimited version. There is a non-holo version where it has the number still as 5 out of 82, but there's no holo. Very, very rare and very expensive. You get your hands on one of those. But yeah, this is one of my top 3 favorite cards in this set. Dark Dragonite for the win. Here we have a low pop card, especially in the PSA 10s. This is Dark Doug Trio. The PSA 10 copies there's only about 120 of them, I believe. But yeah, I love this artwork of Doug Trio busting through the floor. Very cool. A lot of character to this card. Yeah. This one actually doesn't look too bad on the back. A little bit right back down there. So yep, Dark Doug Trio, PSA 9. Here we have a Golbat. This is kind of on the lower tier of the holo list for this set. The holo is very dark. This isn't the most popular card. So a PSA 10 of Dark Golbat, there are 234. And the last sale I've seen go through for this card is about $470 as a PSA 10, which is what we got right here. Yeah, not much to say about Dark Golbat. Not the most popular one, but still a must-have for a complete set. Here we got a Dark Gyarados. A couple of different variations of this as well. Of course, there's an unlimited version. There's also a pre-release holo Dark Gyarados. The population for this Gyarados, this first edition Gyarados in PSA 10, is about 329. And the last sale I'd seen this go for was about $850 for a Dark Gyarados first edition PSA 10. I'm not the biggest fan of this artwork. I do like the holo. It's very shimmery, but I like a more vicious Gyarados. This is kind of looks like a dragon worm. But still, I appreciate how iconic every card in this set is. So there we have it. Dark Gyarados, PSA 10 first edition. Here we got a Dark Hypno. I always love the background of this. You got the eyes looking at you. It's all shimmery. Beautiful card. Not the most popular. I think there's about 280 PSA 10 copies of this card. And the last sale I've seen go through is about $485. So definitely on the lower side of Team Rocket. But very, very awesome card here. I love that art. Yep, PSA 10 Hypno right there. Here we got a Dark Machamp. PSA 10 pop of about 193 of these. I actually won a PSA 10 of this in auction a little while ago, and then the seller canceled. I thought I almost had a PSA 10 of this. Hey, so someday I'll get one soon here. This is actually the cheaper of the cards to get from Team Rocket. Last sale for a PSA 10 I've seen go through for this card is a little over $600. So yeah, they range between $500 and $600 for this card. So I will eventually pick one up for my collection. Here we have a Dark Magneton. I guess I was incorrect earlier when I was talking about the Dark Doug Trio, because this is the lowest pop Pokemon, as a PSA 10 pop of only 50. The reason why is all this beautiful holo to get scratched. I love the Shadow Team Rocket minion in the background here. It's hard to find sales data for this card because it's very rare to see them in a PSA 10. I know Lootbox TV sold theirs for about $4,500, I believe, last time I saw it when I looked it up. And I haven't seen any sales since then. I'm sure there have been, I just don't know about them. But yeah, very rare card here. I'm sure it's increased in value since then. Yeah, it's easy to see why it's hard to grade with all that holo. Here we have a Dark Slowbro. Once again, that devious Team Rocket minion in the background there. This is a PSA 10. The PSA 10 pop for this card is $225, and the last sale for it was $375. I've seen this card range wildly in value. I've seen it go for a lot more than this, but with this new market correction, this card's come down quite a bit. So definitely iconic right there. Dark Slowbro, PSA 10. Here we got a Dark Vileplume. This one's a lower pop card as well. A PSA 10, I think there's only 146 of these. Once again, I think it's because of all that holo. I picked this one up probably 6 months ago. I had a PSA 9. I picked this one up and sold the PSA 9. Last sale I seen this card go for is about $650 in a PSA 10. And yeah, not much to say about this card. I love the holofoil. It's a Vileplume. What else can you say? All right, here's everybody's favorite right here, Dark Weezing. Is this a non-holo? No, it actually is a holo. Let's see if I can pick up the holo. See that? See that tiny bit of holo there? Yeah. I'm not sure what they were thinking making this card, especially a holo. Dark Weezing just takes up most of it, and the rest of it's so dark you can't even tell. But yeah, PSA 10 Dark Weezing, there are 372 copies. And this card in the PSA 10 last went for a whopping $400. So yeah, this is probably the worst card in the set, in my opinion. Just because, just look at it. It's something to be desired. I do have a PSA 10 for the collection, and that's all I gotta say. All right, let's get into some trainers. Team Rocket was the first set to have holographic trainers. Here's a Here Comes Team Rocket card, and once again, it's very difficult to see the holo. You can see it between the R there. There's actually quite a bit in the pop for this. There are 464 PSA 10 copies, and the last auction I seen go for is about $210 for this card. So it's not the most sought after card in the set, but still very cool to see Jesse James and Meowth on there. Yeah, this is the first of two holo trainer cards in the set. And we also have the Team Rocket Sneak Attack. This one's a little bit more vibrant with the holo. You can actually see it surrounding her. A little bit cooler, I think. But a PSA 10 of this card, there are 246 copies. And the last sale was about, I think, $182.50 for the PSA 10 first edition. So yeah, there's that. Up next, we have a Rainbow Energy, the very first holo energy. In this set, it was so iconic because there was a very first for a lot. This is the first holo energy, the first holo trainers, the first secret rare, the first time we see dark Pokemon. So this set is just truly awesome. Look at all those sparkles. A PSA 10 of this card. There's only 81 copies of the PSA 10. And the last sale I seen go for was actually, I believe, from TCA Gaming. He sold his for $1,802.71. Last year, this card was very low pop. So they must have had a lot come through PSA. They got the PSA 10 grade. But yeah, I got a 9 for my collection. I'm happy with it. It's very beautiful. And last, but certainly not least, my favorite card in this set, the Dark Raichu Secret Rare. 83 out of 82. This is a beaut. This is Raichu done right. You know, the base set Raichu was cool. You know, Fossil Raichu is alright, gained some weight, but whatever. But the Dark Raichu, that's how you do it. The PSA 10 pop of Dark Raichu is 200 even. There are 200 PSA 10 copies, and the last sale I've seen for a PSA 10 goes for about $3,850 for this truly iconic card. Love this card, my #1 in this set. I definitely gotta try and pick it up in a PSA 10 someday. Maybe I'll do that here at this market correction since the prices are going down. Maybe I can get my hands on a couple of PSA 10s for this set. All right, so what do y'all think of this set? I think this is one of my favorite sets, and I'm sure I'm not in the minority there. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment, let me know what your favorite card in this set was. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.